Well, I'm very excited to have our next guest on. It's a perfect time of year for this guy to come by. He is the NFL's premier color commentator and can be seen each and every week on NBC's Sunday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, here's John Madden. John, come on out. Thank you very much. I love it when you're here, and happy holidays. Good to see you again.
Yeah, I mean, at any time you got holidays that are based around food. I mean, you start with Thanksgiving,
right? Sure.
And then as you move on, you get to the Christmas and some of those other things there. But each one of them involves turkey.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got turkey, nothing gets better than that.
That's right.
What you do, you stick a chicken into a duck into a turkey.
Right.
That's a turducken.
Right, exactly.
This year, we did something a little different. We put that into a quesadilla.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Yeah, that's a turduckandilla is what that is. Oh, it's all gone right there.
That's right. Now, Coach, do you mind if I call you Coach? Does that bother you if I call you Coach?
Yeah, you mind if I call you Dave?
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, we had some great performances over the weekend. First of all, how about Brett Favre? Wasn't that tremendous?
Oh, Dave, I love Brett Favre. I mean, he how many passes he complete this week? He threw like over 4,000 passes he completed. I think that's a great game, Dave.
Yeah, no, I don't think it, but that's all right. That's fine. And
I never heard of a guy's throwing that many passes in one game.
Yeah.
That's how he set a record, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, what about that Michael Vick down there, the Falcons?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's not Brett Favre, but he's good. I mean, he runs to the left, he zigs. You think he's going to zag it, and boom, he's zigging again. I mean, if you're looking for a guy to zig and then he zags, what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to miss him. Turkey, chicken, boom, right in the middle.
That's right. I never looked at it like that.
My head almost blew up on that one,
that's
Dave.
too bad. Now, Coach, let me ask you a question. This is kind of an insider. What's the difference between a football player, and a guy who plays football?
See, that's a question that a lot of people are afraid to ask, Dave. I mean, that's a probing question. I mean, a football player, a guy who plays football, that's a guy who just goes out there and he knows the rules and he plays the game that way. But a football player is a guy who lives the game. I mean, he likes to get out there, he can do everything, but he tries to get. Most football players give 110%.
Yeah.
Guys who play football, at most 100. I mean, you wouldn't think a guy could give more than that, but that's what makes you a football player.
That's exactly right.
Football players are guys like Brett Favre. Guys who play football, not Brett Favre.
Right, exactly. Now, we're getting into the part of the season now where weather is a factor. Should weather be a factor?
I mean, it is. I mean, coldness can really change the way you play the game. I mean, if you're playing in the cold. I mean, you might not know, how to move as fast. You might not. And for me,
what do you mean? You might not know how to move as fast?
I mean, you're trying to move. It's like being in here, Dave. I mean, I feel like punching some meat while I'm in here. And also, my sound effects get crisper.
Oh, is that right?
Whap!
Yeah, that would be important.
In the cold, whap sounds good. In the warm, whap. There's nothing.
Nothing, exactly. It's a little flat.
Boom, whap. Anything from Batman?
Right.
From that old series?
Goes right in, sure.
Kablam!
Yeah.
I mean, you can say anything you want, Dave, and it works.
Now, how about...
I actually got a little bit winded on that one.
All right, we'll take a blow here if you need one, Coach. What about, oh my gosh, what about the Giants? Did you happen to see that game Sunday?
Yeah,
what about the Giants?
Yeah, I mean, you want to go out there and win. That's the key, is going out there where they look like maybe, hey, at the beginning of the game, they think, hey, we can win.
Right.
And then by the end of the game, they're saying, we didn't win.
Right.
I think...
So that's what happened Sunday, I guess.
You have to go... I mean, that's the thing about winning. From the beginning to the middle to the end, it's what happens at the end that matters. If you say, hey, we're going to win this game, nobody cares, Dave.
Right, right.
Hey, we won this game, when it's in the past tense, boom, then it's all good.
Yeah, boom. Exactly. That's right. Now, how about San Diego? Boy, have they come around, huh? How about that LaDainian Tomlinson?
Yeah. LaDainian Tomlinson is the Brett Favre running backs. I mean, I look at LaDainian Tomlinson and I got a new adjective for him. You're Brett Favre-less. That's what I would say.
Brett Favre.
Hey, look, LaDainian, boom, Brett Favre. Some of that leftover turkey
Yeah, I
from
think so.
Thanksgiving.
Now, before we wrap this up, we're very close to the playoffs. Any new thoughts on the Super Bowl? Any insight there?
I'm pretty sure it's still going to happen, Dave.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people say, hey, it might not happen, but it's going to
Really? People are talking about it might not happen.
A couple of them. I
Really?
mean, I don't know.
No, I haven't heard that.
You haven't heard that?
No, I'll take your word for it. You're
I
an
might have made
insider.
that up, Dave.
Yeah, that's all right.
That was not the Brett Favre answers right there. I think, here's what I think. I think it's probably going to be the Chicago Bears versus the Indianapolis Colts in a battle for Gary, Indiana.
Really? The winner actually gets Gary,
No,
Indiana.
the loser gets it.
The loser. Well, Coach, have a great playoff. Good
Anything
see
to
you.
enlighten you, Dave. Anything to make it
Always
better.
a pleasure. John Madden, ladies and gentlemen.